I got into a heated argument with team leader Yang Jiantao, and everyone thought I was a bit too intense. 3 sleepless days and nights, everyone scoured for clues like cats. I think we've found one. Should I apprehend the suspect right away or notify your team first? Stand down. Just you guys from Team 3 handle this case. Everyone else can take a nap. With the case this big, who dares to close their eyes? Well, unless you're an undercover or a ninja. I heard from a rookie at Master got a tip-off about someone acting suspiciously. He called me but failed, so he searched alone and spotted a man resembling Wang Kayan in an alley. The guy was as sturdy as an ox and bolted like a cheetah. Master chased after him and got knocked down. By the time I got there, Master calmly said he just tripped. I gave him 2 days off, but I was still worried sick. I told him Wang Kayan wouldn't escape, but little did I know, he went home and gulped down a drink. He collapsed and was taken to the hospital, where he slipped into a coma. I rushed to the chief to file for workman's comp, but he said old Zhang got out on his vacation and had a drink. No way did a fall cause this kind of mess. That's straight up ridiculous. I know old Zhang is your mentor, but rules are rules. When the chief said that, it felt like a ton of bricks hit my heart. He risked everything to catch Wang Kayan during a stormy night, and now because I gave him time off, all claims for injuries are gone. I stared at the awards and photos on the wall, feeling an awful irony, especially when I saw that donation box for Master. I could no longer suppress my inner feelings and ended up kicking the donation box over. Then I calmed myself down, realizing that being angry wouldn't help anything right now. The only way to prove anything was to catch Wang Kayan. At that moment, someone reported that Wang Daong was found, and when I arrived, he was already in a sorry state, looking completely lost. Wang Daong was acting all cocky, cleverly trying to dodge blame by saying it was all Wang Kayan's doing. He claimed he only touched the girl and knew if he kept Wang Kayan's location a secret, we couldn't touch him. While questioning him, I suddenly received the news that Master had passed, and in that moment, my rage erupted. I just fired the question, "Where is Wang Kayan?" But he looked at the photo of my daughter on my phone and let out a lewd laugh. The laugh felt like a sharp knife, stabbing deeply through the nerves of me and my team members. So, we took measures on Wang Daong, and surprisingly, he died on the spot. So we from Team 3 ended up facing charges for assault, receiving sentences of 5 to 8 years. In just one night, I went from a dashing police officer to a despised criminal. But my sense of justice never faded. When I saw my inmate friend Oji getting bullied, I jumped in without a second thought. However, the gang leader, Brother Sean, told me, "You're not a cop anymore." Yeah, I'll never be a cop again in this lifetime. These words hit me like a sledgehammer to the heart. I knew bucking heads with him wouldn't help, so the next day I made peace and asked Brother Sean to let Oji off the hook. Thankfully, Brother Sean was a man of loyalty and didn't give us any more trouble. Oji was really thankful. He said he would definitely help me find Wang Kayan after we got out, but back then, I didn't think much of it. 6 years later, I was released for good behavior and ran into my old Lieutenant Yang Jiantao, now the chief. What a twist of fate. See, the one picking me up from prison was the father of the victim. He told me, "It's all my fault for dragging you into this," and even offered me a tea egg he had cooked as thanks. As I was leaving, he said, "You're a good man, a good cop," and it felt like I was choking inside. If I hadn't sworn we'd solve the case in 5 days, maybe his daughter would have rested in peace long ago. She shouldn't have been lying in that freezer for 6 years. I wanted to say I was sorry. After the incident, her mother passed away, and her father came by every month to ask if we'd caught anyone. Wang Kayan was clever, totally off the radar. Even though I led a few efforts, we still couldn't find him. The last lead pointed to Changsha, but he was definitely long gone. After getting out, I stood on a bridge, munching on the tea egg that her father gave me, gazing at the bustling city, unsure of where to go next. I visited my ex-wife, and her place had changed so much that it felt awkward being there. While I was nervously fidgeting, my daughter glanced at me and darted back into her room, avoiding me completely. The tea egg in the plastic bag was still warm, but the moment my daughter turned away, it felt ice cold. Going through my stuff, I stumbled upon a Team 3 photo and the phrase, "No one lives in a vacuum." Suddenly it dawned on me the path I was going to take next.